So you want to go pro with your music. You want people to hear it, appreciate it, maybe make a living from it. Well, I'm here to tell you that going pro is not a matter of circumstances, luck, connections. It's all a matter of mindset that you can change today. Now, this isn't my own thought. This is from a book I read by Stephen Pressfield called Turning Pro, which will really challenge you as a artist, a musician, a creator, as I know it did for me. Because honestly, I've been making my own music for 25 plus years, doing bands, toured, doing home recording, and I have allowed what Stephen Pressfield will call resistance from being pro. I've also fallen the trap of thinking that my worth or my creativity was measured by what other people would think of it. And I put too much emphasis on that for a lot of my life, regrettably. And I want this video to be something that will help you break through that barrier of being an amateur and a pro so you can get back to making more music that you're proud of and being a pro at what you do. Now, I would just say go read this book and skip this video, but I'll give you the cliff notes of what really stuck out to me with this book. And Stephen Pressfield's idea of turning pro essentially just boils down to doing the work. Do the work. Make it a habit. Put it in your calendar. Don't wait for inspiration. And don't think that everything you create needs to be perfect. Now, the key component to turning pro that really hit home for me, because I didn't have any problems with doing the work, it was shipping the work. It was when your work is done, put it out into the world. That is the final step of creation, is finally releasing it. Regardless if anybody listens to it, if you get any feedback, that is part of the creation process that you need to embrace, is finishing and shipping. And that's something that, again, regrettably, I was not doing a lot of in my own personal work. I would have songs that were pretty much done, and then I would move on to the next. Because I either thought, this isn't good enough, or maybe there's a few things I want to tweak on this that I'll come back to later. Or maybe it was just I self-sabotaging myself from what could possibly be on the other end of releasing that song. Maybe I was trying to protect myself from not only the bad, but also the good. What if people did like it? What if all of a sudden there's a pressure now to create more of what that thing was? Or whatever it may be, whatever stops you, think about it. And that is resistance, what Stephen Pressfield mentions in that book. Get a little bit of coffee here real quick. So, turning pro isn't about money. It's not about fame. It's not about accolades. No amount of those things are going to make you feel pro. Turning pro is dedicating yourself to your craft, to your songs, and finishing and releasing that music for people to discover, for people to listen to, for people to enjoy. But again, that's not the measuring stick. You can't control that. You can only control your output. And when you start to control your output, then you get better, you develop your ear, you become pro. Pros do the work. Amateurs do not. That's the separation. I have been an amateur. I have dedicated myself to being a pro. I went into my old, dusty shoebox of songs that were half finished or almost completed and started going through and completing them. And I have a release schedule for the next year where I have about 10 songs that are complete that are going to be going out. And I'm not worried about the result of the release. It's about the habit of releasing the music, making the music, enjoying the process, but then finishing it and shipping it. That's pro. Now, there's a lot of steps in between that this book addresses that will also stop you from releasing, which he calls resistance. That's going to be all the little things that happen throughout the creation process that's going to want to stop you from moving forward. That could be from just initial idea, your lyrics, the sound of your voice, whatever it may be. But the idea is to learn how to continue to move forward, push through that, beat resistance, and get to the end and release. And you're going to have resistance throughout the entire portion of that process. However, turning pro is realizing that pushback and pushing through it anyway. It's going to be hard work, but that's the name of the game in anything in life. Even if you got all the success in the world, you get all the money in the world, you had all the accolades in the world, you're still going to feel the pressure of creation, of releasing. It's just going to be a different kind of pressure. Right now, if you don't have an audience, that pressure is all self-imposed. If you do have an audience, that pressure is going to come from maybe your fans. If you have support professionally, manager, label, pressure is going to come from them on what you're releasing. So that pressure never goes away. So it's best to just understand that the pressure is part of the creation process and push through it. Now, one of the biggest hangups I had making my own music is the sound of my own voice. It took me a long time to get over the fact of my voice not sounding the way I thought it did in my head when it came out of the speakers. And it took me many, many, many years, and eventually working with a Grammy nominated and Dove winning music producer to understand that vocal production is a real thing and you need to learn it when you're making music. And thankfully, with tools these days, you can make mix ready vocals from the comfort of your own home. You don't need to change much. You can make it happen. And I want to help you make that happen. So go into the link below and take a look at the resources I have available to help you overcome that cringy, self-loathing feeling of hearing your own vocals come out of the speakers and being like, that can't be the way I sound. Getting a good recording is just the first step, but the magic comes with what you do after it. And there are steps that you can repeat to make sure that the vocal performance is not the thing holding you back and that you are releasing music that you can be proud of time and time again. All right. So again, Turning Pro, Stephen Pressfield. It's a really short read. I highly recommend you just pick it up and read it and get the full deep dive into what it means to turn pro. But really, the biggest takeaway for me, I think the biggest takeaway for you is going to be you have to finish what you create. Don't spend so much time on one thing. Do the best you can, finish it, release it, move on, and make that a regular rhythm in your life. That's going to take you further than any new plugin, any new instrument. Sitting here listening to me talk about it, like, just go and do the work. Give yourself breaks too. This is a long game. Being pro also means knowing how to give yourself space and to have time for other things as well. You don't need to hustle through this. This is a long game. If you're creative, you have a gift, and a gift is there to share with the world, but your gift is only going to be as good as your own personal well-being. So take that with you. Let me know in the comments below your resolution that you're making today to turn pro. What's the thing that's holding you back the most? I'd love to have that conversation with you, and have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.